going to go over the census taker week 15 problem set. So I have the instructions up here. So you're going to create a folder, PS4, at the same level as PS3, and inside that PS4, create a census directory, okay? And then in there, create a report.sql, and let's spend a few minutes looking at the problem set. So you are a census taker, okay? And you have all this data from various districts, localities, families, throughout the Nepali territories. Okay, so what you're going to do here, and in the problem set in CS50, it has you create different SQL files for every one of these, which basically turn out to be a view for 4 views. But what I have you do is actually create one file that'll be all in the report SQL file. And then in there, and that's what I talk about here, 4 views. So rural, total, by district, and most populated. Okay. So for each of them, what they give you at the bottom is how to test. Okay. So they give you test to show you if your view and associated query is correct. And that's really helpful. So what I'm going to have you do in our work is, and I give you the example here, so code the view and the associated test, okay, and then once you have the correct output for each test, commit for each view, okay. So I've given you the example of one view here, the rural view, the first one, but you'll end up doing this for each one. So look through the problem set, find the test, and again, here's your test, meaning here's the number of rural districts you should find and the number of families based on the rural view that you create. Okay, so you'll have 4 of these commits. So first create your views, and I should have said here, and test. Okay. So then once you do that, now you're going to create the Nepal census report. This is what I'm requiring and above what the problem set required. And one of the things, and if you scroll down, you can already see this in my output. So here's some things I did, using the dot print, using just having some content and a little bit of formatting. So do I want to see it like this? Yeah. If you at least have something showing me a heading of the report, some kind of label for that, and some kind of divider between each one, that's fine. Okay, or you can use what I have here. Now, what you can see here is on items that have enough data to require a comma, I ended up using, and this is good to learn about, the print F. Right, so like as an example, let's say you were doing a total, which typically is a lot of what you're doing here, right? Then you could have the printf, and this is what creates those commas, and then this would be whatever you're applying that printf. And printf is a very common thing to use, okay, in programming languages in general. So what you will do is go through and do, right, here's my rural districts, rural families. So this is the 2 test that was for the rural, and then for the households, second lowest, so I included 2, and then for the most populated, right? And then at the end, and I don't include this, I want you to include your schema. So your schema would include, in this case, all of your views, and then all of the queries and the output. Now I ended up making in my file, and I don't require this, but this is how I did it, is I had my views up top, and then I had my formatting in my report at the end. Now the reason I like doing these reports is it really makes you go through and have the formatting set up, and then just run the file once to output, right? You're in this case, I want the report. Let's make sure I did this. If not, this is a good time for me to look at my own. Yeah, so in this case, the output is going to be report.text, okay? So the report.sql includes all of the required SQL. Report.text is there. We're not doing a README file this time. So as long as all that content is there and the views and the schema is there, you should be good to go. Okay, I hope this helps you work through this particular one.